It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And all eyes are on Drake Maye. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season.
It's the Pats and the Bills.
All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. To return, here's Daquan Hardy. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system, and when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense, that is a hard combination if you expect to win. So they're going to need more production, they're going to need more touchdowns, and they're going to need less turnovers. It's asking a lot. It's a big change from last week, but without it, I don't know if they can expect the results to ever change.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. From the gun, Josh Allen. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. To throw again, it's Allen. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake Maye.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Hasty, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It was Rasul Douglas that time to end the play. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Maye. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
On 4th down, Bryce Beringer out to punt for New England. as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And this will be incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Patriots offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us, and we'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason at the end of the... His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. K.J. Hamler. Touchdown, Bills. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Patriots, nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's Hasty. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They face second down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Maye. That one taken in by Douglas. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This has the makings of a really good young tandem in New England. I mean, Maye, the rookie quarterback, first-round pick. Douglas, only in his second year, Mike. So the Patriots' hopes are high that these two can not only grow together, but they can continue to fit in some pieces around them and really try to improve this offense.
To throw on first down is Maye. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw now, Maye. The second down throw is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Bills offense, and Josh Allen headed back onto the field. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. Now Allen on first down. That'll be caught by the running back Davis. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4. The tight end going in motion to the left. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still third down.
The penalty yardage not quite enough for a first down, so they're still looking at 3rd and inches. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Here's Maye to throw it on first down. Has completed to Douglas. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From out of the gun, here's Maye. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On the ground, here's Hasty. first down and more inside the 40. That's a gain of 14 and a first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The motion man here is Bourne. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. 3rd and long. Throwing now is Maye. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Ryland's kick is good. And the Patriots are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. It's Dietrich Wise that time with the tackle. They'll send their tight end left. Allen. He runs with it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They motion the slot man left. On 1st down, it's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. He's got that complete to Knox. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So after 1, the Bills with the early advantage. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Again, it's Allen to the air. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion, Shakir. Throwing again, it's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
He's got it at about the 8. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A run on first and goal. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Third and goal. And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is third and long. Here's Allen to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
14, Patriots 3.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Marcus Jones now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense headed back to take over once more. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with first and 10. Now, Maye. Oh, he coughs up the football. And this is taken in by the defense. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Bills offense ready to get back at it. And they start in the best possible situation. It is first and goal. Here's a run. Marked down at the 6. Now here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
He is in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Patriots 3.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Oh, He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start. Offense.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw is Maye. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
It's 4th down.
Here's Bryce Behringer now as he's on to punt for New England. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the 1st half that has really given them fits. That's taken in by Shakir.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the gun, Josh Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 4 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action, here's Maye. Taking a shot for Smith-Schuster.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the screen.
In trouble, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Davis. Now a 3rd and 2. Slot man in motion left. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
That's on the veteran Deion Dawkins. On third down, it's Allen. Quickly out to Coleman on the wide receiver screen. Well, this play, like this drive, going backwards. A loss there on third down. A very quick 3-and-out.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out first down and 10. This drive will start on the ground.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Matt Milano there to stop him. Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Maye. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On comes the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Allen working from the pistol. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They motion the slot man left. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Matt under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts.
3rd and 6.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. To throw now, Maye. That one taken in by Douglas. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. Here's the punter now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. One more time going up top with Allen. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Bills first down.
First down, Bills.
They'll go play action here with Allen. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bills going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On first and 10, here's Maye. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. 13-7, your final score. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jahmyr Gibbs, a touchdown run in the victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From out of the gun, here's Maye. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Whoa! And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will stated here down the stretch. Allen going to give this to Davis. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That'll be caught by the running back, Davis. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw. He's going to run it. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And a short gain there, down only to the 48. On the ground once more, it's Davis. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. In motion, Shakir. So now they'll throw it with Allen. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected.
Complete to Khalil Shakir. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Slot man in motion left. Now it's Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Allen. He's got his man. That's Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. In motion, Shakir. Throwing again, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Davis. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Off he goes. And he's got another one. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think a quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. But 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us, and we'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason at the end of the night. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
12 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Maye going to look to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49.
Maye to the air once more. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. First down and 1 shy of 100. That was his 99th catch of the year.
That's another Patriots. 1st and 10 at the
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, it's Maye. There he goes again. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Maye. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He pulls it in around the 5. And the Patriots are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Patriots first down.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for 3rd and goal. Here's Maye. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Pats cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. He'll start at the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Bills offense, and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On 1st down, it's Allen. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. In motion, Shakir. Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Number 17, Josh Allen, the keeper.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The Bills bringing on the punt team. On the return is Jones. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Patriots offense and their running back set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Maye. He's got Douglas going deep. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Maye. That is intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Josh Allen. Quick throw, taken in.
Allen's pass complete to Khalil Shakir. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense.
And he's in. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Bills. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Extra point try by Bass. It's up and good. And the Bills add on to their already sizable lead.
Patriots 6.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Patriots offense and Drake Maye making their way back out. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. To throw is Maye. That one taken in by Douglas.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Maye. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Hasty, and he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run here with Hasty. Open space inside the 10. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
1st and goal at the 1.
Now, Maye. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From out of the gun, here's Maye. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Hunter Henry, touchdown New England. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a give to Davis. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
The 46-yard line. A gain of 7. And the Bills first down.
A run with Davis. Finds an alley to the 35. And he's going to be taken down.
He's brought down by...
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll run. It's Ty Johnson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion, Shakir. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down, Bill.
Allen to throw. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. And the Bills have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Now it is 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Davis. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Allen to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills stretch things out even further.
Patriots 13.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The motion man here is Bourne. To throw on first down is Maye. He runs with it. And Maye will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the first down.
That's good for the Patriots. First and 10 at the
He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Throwing is Maye. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Maye. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the
Maye to throw again. Now a screen set up for Harris. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
10 yards. That's another Patriots. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Maye to the air once more. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A pickup of 6.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the 25-yard line.
On the ground, here's Hasty. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and
Here's
2.
3rd and 2. The motion man here is Bourne. On 3rd and 2, it's Maye. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Bills offense ready to get back at it. And right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Davis. He'll be taken down close to a first down. They're at the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter.
3rd down.
Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 3rd and a yard. Here's Davis. And that's going to be enough to move the chains. First down, up past the 35.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the ground, this is Davis. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So a road win here for the Bills. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.